goal. I don't do this often, but some mornings I wake up and I'm already thinking about God. His name is on my lips before I even open my eyes. It doesn't happen often enough, and it's my personal goal to make it happen more. But I can guarantee you that this morning I woke up with my mind set on Jesus. Join us as we sing. tremble at what they just heard. 'Cause all the powers of darkness can't drown out a single word. And all the powers of darkness tremble at what they just heard. 'Cause all the powers of darkness can't drown out a single word. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns, He reigns. It's all God's children singing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns. Hallelujah, children sing glory, glory, hallelujah, He reigns. Y'all want to go ahead and take just a few minutes to greet those around you?
Brian, sir, how you doing today? I'm shaking.
If you guys will start making your way back to your seats, as we continue to worship, I want to share the main idea of today's service with you guys. You can be meditating on it, thinking about it, preparing for what we're going to hear from Pastor Nate. The main idea of today's sermon, as we go through the series Road Trip, is godly wisdom will always lead you down the correct path. Please stand as we continue to worship.
Sing sure no matter what your age or what your experience, there is going to be some sort of chain that you're experiencing right now. And I just want to encourage you, if that's the case for you today, I just want to encourage you that the words of this song are truth. They bring us that message that we need at the time that we need it. And I just want to share a couple of verses with you from the Old Testament, where the Lord talks about numerous times throughout the Old Testament. He refers to healing our land and healing our broken hearts and healing the wounded people. And these are some of the verses that I'm going to read for you. From Jeremiah 30 verse 1, it says, I will restore you to health, and I will heal your wounds. Isaiah 61:1 says, the Lord has anointed me to bring the good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of prison to those who are bound. Isaiah 41:1 says, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, and I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Chronicles 7:14 and 15 says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, I will hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. So I just want to suggest to you today that you can take this literal. Cry out to God, ask Him to heal you, ask Him to bring that restoration that we all so long for. That's what the words of this song is about. We're going to go back into that chorus again and sing with us. Oh, if you have pain, He's a pain taker. If you feel lost, He's a way maker. If you need freedom, a saving, He's a prison shaking Savior. If you got chains, He's a chain breaker. One more time. If you got pain, He's a pain taker. If you feel lost, He's a way maker. If you need freedom, a saving, He's a prison shaking Savior. If you got chains, He's a chain breaker. If you need freedom, a saving, He's a prison shaking Savior. If you got chains, He's a At this time, we're going to take up the offering. You guys can grab the baskets at the end of the rows and pass them down. Everything you give when you give offering goes to the church, and not only to the day-to-day operations that we have, but also to things like the teacher friend day that we're having coming up. So if you guys would just pass those baskets and stand as we worship. I will live by the Savior. would just mouth these words, Lord, that we sing to you, these praises that we lift up to you. I pray that it would just be in our hearts and our minds, that we can constantly think about it and think about you, and just renew our minds that way. I pray, God, that right now you'll be Pastor Nate as he brings the word. God, that we would hear what you have for us, that we would hear the message that you have for us today, and that we would take that with us. And we just love you so much, and thank you for the opportunity that we have to be here and worship you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Now, this is probably on the do not do list in church, but let's just give the band everybody a hand for me. Doing an awesome job. Say bye to the children. Y'all are dismissed. If I say peace out to the kids. All right. Y'all have a good time. Boy, oh boy, it is good to be here. Summer's in full effect. Raise both hands if you have a great summer. Woo woo, everybody. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good times. All the teachers in the house, just raise every hand that they had. That's good. We're just so pumped. Hey, can you kill these lights up here for me, Mr. Tony? So like I'm on the very top, number one. Yeah, like where were you the night of September 17th? Get it? Like I was being interrogated with the light. Oh, that was bomb. All right, so we're going to move right along. Anywho, back to the summer. We're on a summer road trip through the months of June, July, and a little bit of August. We have had our vacation with Bible school. We've had so many things coming up. And I want to go ahead just with a few announcements, and you'll hear more about these at the very end, actually. But we are going to go into the fall the way that God has called us to. And typical Lifespring style is all hands on deck, full force. God has been moving like crazy in Life Our Church this year and doing some great things with people getting saved, baptisms, children's ministry, youth ministry, all kinds of great things that are happening. And today, if you are here, some of you may not even know, but if you are here, this is a first ever in the life of Lifespring, where we have our traditional service at 9:30, we have our current service at 10:45, and on the 5th Sundays of the month, from here until Jesus comes back, we're going to combine those and have it. So that is awesome to all be able to worship together this morning. It's pretty cool. The original plan with the traditional and the current service, we literally mashed them within 15 minutes of each other. So y'all run into each other. And the prayer a long, long time ago was to see babies, to see more kids and things like that. And so we thought, let's plan it to where the kids and the traditionals literally run into each other. And it's a beautiful thing. And so it's been really awesome to be a part of that. Speaking of babies, we want to praise God today for Bellamy, who is here, not here, but home, resting. Bellamy was born this week to Michelle and to Christian, and so we're just excited for them. Please see Miss Terry. We're going to keep giving them some meals, helping them out. Thank you for all that are part of that. We want to keep that good stuff up. August 19th is coming up fast. Can you believe it? August is almost here. This is the final Sunday of July. And we are just asking everybody that can to donate supplies for this Teacher Friend Day. What we're doing is we're asking you to invite all your friends, regardless of their profession, age, gender, whatever. Invite everybody you possibly can to August 19th. This is crucial. You're going to hear more about this later. But in the spirit of that day, if you are a teacher in the county or wherever, and you are here, daycare workers, teachers, anybody that works with kids, that kind of thing, there's usually supplies you have to buy out of your pocket for your classroom, for your kids, for things like that. And our goal on August 19th is to provide those types of supplies. We've compiled a list from teachers and principals in the county that have said this is what we need. And so we are collecting that. If you can go to some stores in our area, I have a list. You can come see me right after service. We have a letter signed by me that stores will need, saying that we're a church, a nonprofit, and they'll make donations to that. Many of you have already gone through to many places, and so we're asking you to keep that up and come see me if you have not signed up to take this letter to a store, because donated supplies are great, because then we can use our funds for other things as well. So hopefully we can all do that. Becky already prayed, but let me just pray again as we jump right into our summer road trip and check out the video here in just a little bit. Father God, it is awesome to be in your house. It's so good to worship you. What an awesome moments that we just had, God, where we know you're here and we know that you are doing great things. And God, I just want to be a part of that. I just want to be your servant, be used by you whatever way that you see fit, God. And I thank you for a church that loves you. I thank you for a church that loves each other, where family matters, God, and that we can be who you called us to be. Man, it is not easy. There's a lot of ups, there's a lot of downs, there's a lot of craziness, but you are with us every step of every way. I thank you for that. God, I thank you for the book of James. This road trip through this book has been incredible for me, and I know a lot of people that it's reached, God, as James just brings his word, and brings the word that you put on his heart to share, and through your scriptures that we can apply to our lives. And as we talk about your will today, as we talk about what it means to really have your wisdom, not just the earth wisdom or our own wisdom, God, I pray that we will be changed because of you. And everybody ready to hear from God said? Amen. Amen. All right, I love it. Let's go. So we're doing a summer road trip, and we've combined, we kind of mashed together for today's video a few different pictures of some different things, some youth trips we've been on, some recaps of our VBS and other road trip pics. When your family or you or whoever goes on a road trip, send me your pictures, man. Get those to me. As long as you don't mind your face being on a screen about that size right there, send those my way, and we'll do that. So, Tyler, go ahead, fire today's road trip video for July 22. I hope you're making memories. I hope you're having a great summer. That's hard for me to watch today. I have not, Hope and the kids have been at the beach this weekend. It was one of those moments in our family. I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and my beautiful wife, and it was one of those moments where they're like, hey, she's like, my parents are going to be at the beach. If we go this weekend, I was like, well, I can't go. She's like, I know, but I'm telling you, me and the kids are going. And I was like, all right, y'all have a great time. So they're on their way back and praying for them. They're actually traveling right now to get back here, and so I'm excited. I know I'm getting older because it's like, no kids. Well, I still have a wife. She made that very clear to me. At first I said, no wife for the weekend. She's like, no, you still have one. I'm just not in the building. But no kids, no wife home. So, man, I did a lot of laundry and played a lot of 2K. It was a great weekend. And a lot of volleyball, too, man. A lot of people have said, let's play some volleyball. I'm feeling that today, so if I look a little sore, I apologize. But it's been a good weekend, but I can't wait for them to get home. You saw several families from our church. You saw a lot of our kids from VBS. Like I said, good things are happening. God is moving. God is doing some incredible things. And as we go on this road trip, as we take this road trip through the book of James this summer, we've been asking a lot of big questions. We've been looking at a lot of major areas and a lot of things that we can apply practically to our lives. And today we're going to talk a lot about decisions. And major decisions are made in our lives and on road trips. We're going to kind of combine those a little bit today. So I came up with some of them. How about in life? And we're going to get kind of deep. We're going to open up pretty deep right away. But I want you to think of some of the biggest questions that you found yourself asking right now. You found yourself asking in the past. You find yourself contemplating maybe different things that you think about. Like I said, let's just go big right away. Some major decisions in life. When it comes to life, maybe you ask these questions on road trips if you're like super deep. But in life for sure we ask, man, what is God's will for my life? You don't have to raise your hand, you don't have to talk, but think about that right now. Have you ever asked that question? Lord, what is your will for me? What do you want me to do with this life that you've given me? How about this one? Boy, this is a huge question. Is he or she the one? Whew, that's a big question. You want to make sure, as we were looking for that partner in life, that he has given us exactly who he has called for us to be. And I just kept thinking of deep questions like, why am I here? Again, you don't have to raise your hand. I don't think you're uncomfortable, but I've asked that before. God, what's the purpose of life? What's the meaning of life? They've made movies. They've made songs after that. And I'm thinking, Lord, what is it? So you can ask all these deep questions. So I want you to really kind of think today, what are some major questions that you find yourself asking, or maybe you've asked in the past? And as I was going down this road, and I don't get too deep theological too often, but I was kind of going down this path, And I was thinking and praying a lot about it, and all these deep, deep questions. And then one hit me that I thought, oh my goodness, this applies to road trips, this applies to life, this has broken up friendships, this has broken up relationships, this has caused chaos in homes and cars and everything. This question right here has more power to it and more punch than a lot of things in this life. And I thought, man, we ask this all the time. Where do you want to eat? Think about that. Think about that, man. Sometimes that question can cause more pain and suffering than any other thing.